Hello and welcome to the 29th of July 2005, 2005 TNA and July 29th episode of
It's a
Impact.
smooth intro.
It's a smooth intro and we could re-record it, but I'm not going to because who does that? July 29th, 2005 is the episode of Impact Wrestling we shall be speaking about today. And when I say we, I mean myself and McIver.
Hi.
He's back.
I'm back.
Back again. He's back again, like Slim Shady. Before we get into the nitty gritty of this really wrestling based Impact episode, there's not many segments. It's all wrestling. We'll get the usual waffle out the way first. Impact Plus, go download their subscribing service and go subscribe to it because it is class. It is so good. You get a 30-day free trial, and I believe it's £7.99 a month. After that, you get access to. Not only do you get access to Impact Wrestling, historical Impact Wrestling, and pay-per-view, you actually get Impact. You get like GFW. Pretty sure there's some game wrestling on there, and there's the Canadian one. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
Smash.
Yes,
That's it. There's some other indie stuff on there as well, which is really, really good. And obviously, Impact. I've gone. With my hand, I'll do what Impact's done. 2005, 2006, 2010, 12, 20.
Yeah.
2020, they are here because it has been an unreal year for Impact, and you can go watch all their pay-per-views on Impact Plus. Please go do it because they're class. You can also go on to the App Store because you can do it with an app because I've done it before. Whilst you're on the App Store, We Love Sport. Download their app. 300 bars and pubs across the UK that you'll be able to watch any sport that they show. You can watch in a pub. You've got wrestling. You've got football, rugby, cricket. I'm pretty sure they do like all the women's sports as well, which you don't see in many of like these apps, which is really cool. And I'm pretty sure they give you a free pint as well when you first download it.
Fantastic.
That doesn't tempt you. If that doesn't tempt you, I don't know what
I
will.
don't even drink, and that's tempting.
Exactly. What McIver's drinking is what we're going to get sponsored by, and that is Iron Brew.
Oh my God, I nearly dropped it. It would have been an absolute nightmare. Continue with the brand stuff.
Follow them on Twitter at We Love Sport UK. Go over to the welovesport.co. And also, whilst you're on Twitter, go over to 1310 Apparel. Drop them a follow. They're really nice guys, and they've got some absolutely class merchandise. Head over to their website, 1310apparel.bigcartel.com. Use the code TWM25 for 25% off some wonderful wrestling merch, and you really won't regret it. Before I make McIver drop any more drinks, we'll speak about this packed episode of Impact Wrestling. We start off with an opening triple threat match between Sanjay Dutt, Elix Skipper, and Shark Boy. And those are three names that literally just defined TNA in like the mid 2000s. Like,
this was my first experience of Shark Boy, by the way.
Really?
I knew it existed. And as you say, he is one of those names that when you think of TNA in this time period, you think of Shark Boy. But I'd never actually seen him wrestle. He's quality.
He's really good. Like, and for a man, like, I always think this, like, I think with any wrestler, I think with Roman Reigns, with Sami Callihan, anyone that wrestles in tights and a top must be sweating balls. Anyone that does what Shark Boy does, which is tights, top, like Pentagon, and a mask, no.
Yeah, I just couldn't handle that. I'm struggling with this hat on.
Yeah, I mean, look at my face. Elix Skipper as well was I think people remember him for like his one thing he did where he walked the top of the six sides of steel and hit a Hurricane Runner off the top.
Is that him?
That's Elix Skipper, yeah.
Oh, I knew I recognised him, but I was like, how have I seen him? But that is one of the few things I'd seen from TNA. Yeah, he's insane. Yeah. And he was really good in this match as well.
Yeah, he's really good. And Sanjay Dutt, I think everyone is just knows the TNA. He's now with WWE because he's such a journeyman. And he actually picks up the win, which doesn't surprise me at all. Because he was on his like climb to the top as well. Like it's in 2005, the X Division was like at the top. It was like one of the best things going in wrestling at this point. But a lot of the talent were working their way up, and it was really nice to see. Speaking of the X Division, we've got another round one match of the Super X Cup, and it is the most handsomely beautiful. I don't care how gay that sounds or I promise you I'm straight. I'll say this now, I'm a very straight man, but Alex Shelley is incredible.
Right, this is the thing. Alex Shelley is like my guy. He follows me on Twitter. I love him to pieces.
I hate you.
I love him to pieces. He's just the best human, and he is absolutely stunning. He looks weird with short hair here. I don't mean weird in terms of bad. I just mean I'm so used to seeing him with long hair.
Yeah, long hair.
It was like a shock to see him with short hair.
Do you prefer that the long hair he had in like not in TNA, in like New Japan, or do you like his long hair he has now, where it's got like shaved on the side?
I really like it now.
Like 2005 emo.
Yeah, exactly. I really like it now. I love, like, obviously, like, Time Splitter stuff in New Japan was amazing. And his hair was great then. But, oh yeah, like, for example, bringing it back to modern day Impact, and Slammiversary, when he appeared, I was just like, oh my God, they're here. And his new hair, and his hair, I was just like, he's just a stunning man.
And I didn't think, speaking of Slammiversary, I think we've mentioned it multiple times in the recordings that we've done, is that I love them as like heels. They play really well as like a bad team. Oh, I'm really that. But I ruined it for myself because I was like, right, I've not seen Slammiversary. I'm going to stay off Twitter. I'm going to go play football. I'm going to go watch like the United game, and I'm going to watch Slammiversary. Went on Twitter as soon as I woke up and saw someone put machine guns, and I went, ah! I would absolutely shit my pants if I'd seen that. Like,
see, that's the thing. That is what made me watch the show live, because I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. Like, oh, I've got to get up early tomorrow. But then I saw Twitter just detonate, and it was like machine guns are here, and I was like, right, I just have to watch it live. There's no excuse.
If their deal was permanent or they're there for a long time, 2020, you're acceptable. You're an acceptable year. But as we do gush over Alex Shelley, we will speak about his match from this episode of Impact. He did defeat Shocker.
Yeah, he did.
Worst wrestling name in the world.
It's terrible. You're not a Spider-Man villain. What are you doing? You're a wrestler.
Although I said this to Reese when Shocker had his match at, I think it wasn't No Surrender. It was the week before No Surrender, because it was his like first match he did since we were doing the podcast. Mm-hmm. He did not look like I expected.
What did you expect?
I don't know. I just didn't expect him to be like bleached blonde hair, and like I can understand the bleached blonde hair because like it looks like electricity, but yeah.
That is Alex true, Shelley actually. Won. I don't know what I expected, but I definitely didn't expect him. So you know what? You're right.
Yeah, but Alex Shelley won. Of course he did. Yeah. Because Alex Shelley at this point was like, him and Sabin were doing this, both going up, but sort of meeting towards each other, because it was still a couple more years until the Guns would get together.
Wasn't it exactly a year? Wasn't it July 2006?
I think so, yeah. I think it was 2006 they became a team, and the world just became a better place for it. Did. Because they are incredible. We get a jobber match, because every show has Mikey Batts going one-on-one with Cassidy Riley, another couple of jobbers on the same level of David Young. And we get another no contest because Rhino comes out and decimates the pair.
However, it's kind of a storyline as well, because Cassidy Ryan is like obsessed with Raven.
With Raven. Yeah, he tried to help him in his match at No Surrender, and he was like, oh, like Raven, if you need any help, I've got your back. And yeah, Rhino just destroyed him.
He looks like Norman Reedus.
Who?
He plays Daryl in The Walking Dead.
I've never seen The Walking Dead, but I know who you're on about.
I promise you, he just looks like... Because I didn't know who he was, and for half a second I was like, God, is this what Norman Reedus was doing in the mid-2000s? Like, fuck acting.
Yeah.
He's just got to appear in TNA as Raven's mate.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Raven, he does make an appearance. Jeff Jarrett comes out, hits a pile driver on Mikey Batts before Raven comes out to save. But who is there to even the odds? I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to do it.
Oh, God.
The homicidal, suicidal, genocidal, death-defying Sabu. I did it. Sabu makes his appearance. Thank you. Sabu makes his appearance in Impact Wrestling, because not only was Impact Wrestling the breeding ground of some brand new talent, it was a retirement home at this point as well. There was a lot of ex-WWE guys.
That's the thing. Sabu has looked the same age for the past 2 decades.
Yeah, I know.
He just looked like he'd been here like a month ago. I was expecting to see a much younger Sabu, and I was like, no, ECW ruined that man. And he just then became 50 in like 1994, and that was it.
Yeah, he's just stayed exactly the same. But he arrives, mate, evens the odds. And it does set up a match for the following week, which is a tag team match between the 4 men we mentioned there. We get a grudge match a grudge match between James Storm and Matt Bentley, or Michael Shane, Matt Bentley.
Shawn Michaels' his cousin.
Shawn Michaels' his cousin. It actually, and do you know, I saw a picture of him when I Googled it in the last podcast, and I thought it was Shannon Moore because they look so similar. They look exactly the same. I was trying to find it. I was like, Shannon, no, okay, it's just Matt Bentley. But hold on, I need to check this because I'm going to check. I'm back onto Wikipedia because I swear Matt Bentley did more.
This needs to now be a weekly thing. George goes to Wikipedia. This is a thing.
It is. Okay, it's not who I thought I was. I thought it was. Sorry, because he looks so like the gothy thing, or like the not gothy thing. It's like more the punk rocker. I thought for some reason he was part of the Rock and Rave infection. Obviously, I know that was Lance Hoy, but I couldn't remember who the other guy was a few years later. But it wasn't Matt Bentley. But Matt Bentley loses with Storm. It's James Storm.
Yeah. I love James Storm so much. And again, I feel bad because I've not watched a lot of his TNA stuff, which is what this show is doing and helping me with. But
exactly,
he's just so great. And like, it's very interesting because obviously I know him from what he is now.
NWA Power.
Yeah, exactly. And most notably his Beer Money time. So it's really interesting to see him pre all of that. And he's still kind of the same character. His character's never really changed.
He's just a cowboy. He just drinks beer and kicks people up.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally what he does. But what I love about James Storm is he's never had a bad wrestling theme song.
That's so true. Actually, and I will say this as well, so many TNA songs are really good. I know
it's just annoying you can't really access them. You can't really access them on Spotify or anything like that. Like you can get Jeff Hardy's old ones because he did them. AJ Styles is one from Impact on there somewhere. James Storm's old one which is the "Sorry for Your Damn Luck," that he sings as well. He does that himself. Yeah, he does that himself.
I didn't know
and
that.
Then, what was the other theme he had? Oh, fun fact for you as well. Phenomenal. AJ Styles' current WWE theme song was actually made for James Storm.
It was made for JJ. And I remember seeing an interview with Storm, and the interviewer went, "How could it be for you? Like AJ, it's so perfect for AJ." And James Storm just turned to the guy and went, "Mate, I'm Southern as well. That entire song is just Southern as a human. So as long as you're Southern, you're fine."
They don't want none. No, they don't want one. It's like
it says Mac cowboy. Truck in it.
Yeah,
that's only for Southern people.
Exactly. James Storm is just class, and his new theme song he has for NWA Power is a banger.
Yeah, it's great.
Again, that he does it himself.
He's a talented man.
He's a talented man, very talented. But yeah, he took the win over Matt Bentley. And this ends this here now, and this is like for James Storm, this is like his AMW days. We all know are numbered. We know Beer Money's coming, but AMW we're a great little tag team at that point. And we got another Super X round one match, the final one. So we've had 8 men. We've got 3 through to the semis. We've got the final one coming. Petey Williams versus Chris Sabin. And unfortunately for myself and McIver, Sabin does lose. Petey Williams picks up the win. But it's not really a shock considering how big Team Canada were at this point. They dominated.
It's mad as well because I didn't know who was in Team Canada. And I know this is next week, but when it just came out that it was like Bobby Roode and Eric Young, and I was like, what? How is this a stable of so much talent? No wonder they were doing so well.
It was Eric Young, Bobby Roode, Petey Williams, and a guy called A1, who not many... Is it A1?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's A1. Yeah, A1. Not many people really know of him anymore, and they were managed by Scott D'Amore as well. But they... And oh no, they Christian Cage faked joining them like a couple of years later.
Oh really?
Yeah, like at this point, like it was wrestling's always had big factions and have always dominated. Team Canada never dominated title scenes. They were just always around. They were always there.
Why is there always stables of Canadians? Because there's like the Hart family that transcends all of WWF. Even in WWE, there was the Un-Americans, and then in TNA, there's Team Canada. Is it just because there's so many Canadian wrestlers that they need to make stables with them?
I think it might just be the same thing about Scotland and England. They just don't really like each other.
That's so
Canadians
true.
And Americans don't like each other.
That's so true. It's easy heat.
I'm sure if you went to like a progress show somewhere, you'd have an all Scottish stable, which I mean would absolutely decimate because Scotland have got some incredible wrestlers.
Yeah, we've got the talent up here, and it's so concentrated, so it looks better than it actually is. Look at how many champions of WWE are currently Scottish.
Kaylee Ray and Drew. Kaylee Ray and Drew. I'm thinking anything else.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's true. Nikki Cross was.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross is a prominent person.
Redacted brothers were at one point as well.
Yeah, they were.
Scotland have got some talent. Noam Dar as well. And yeah, we'll just give some love to Scotland, but we're getting very much off topic. We're getting really off topic.
This is what you get with me, okay?
Yeah,
this is what you get with me, and when I'm paired with you, we're just going to go on tangents.
Yeah, we really are going to go on tangents. But this was, like I say, a very wrestling-based Impact for, at the time when they were very short episodes, it was a lot of not squash matches, felt more rushed, but you still got some class action, especially when it's like this match was, this show, sorry, was 3 X Division matches, a match just for an angle, and a grudge match. 3 X Division matches. It don't matter how short it is. They're so quick. They're going to get so much offense into such a short space of time. And obviously sets up the semi-finals for the following few episodes of Impact with Joe, Shelley, AJ, and Petey Williams. And that leads up to Sacrifice for the winner. So the winner gets a title shot at Sacrifice. Just a fun tournament. It's like a small version of like the New Japan Cup.
Yeah, it's great because everyone in it is so talented. And like, look at that Final Four. Like, 4 of the best ever cruiserweights or light heavyweights or X Division talent ever.
Yeah. It's just magnificent things. But that has been the July 29th, 2005 episode of Impact Wrestling. I hope you have enjoyed myself and McIver waffling on about how good James Storm is, how good his music is, how good Scottish wrestling is, and a little bit talking about Impact as well.
Fancying Alex Shelley.
I'm fancying Alex Shelley, yeah. That is, I know exactly that's the tweet that's going to be in the link for the article when this goes out. It's going to say how much we fancy Alex Shelley. I really hope I get a follow with him.
I'm going to message him saying not to.
Don't do that. Do not do that. Like,
I hope he still follows me. He did follow me for a period of time.
I hope he doesn't.
I speak a lot of shit on Twitter, so he's probably just given up.
I'm going to check.
Oh, you're going to break my heart. You're going to break my heart live on air.
Followers.
I'm editing this out if he doesn't.
I can't actually search followers, which I'm annoyed about. Oh, that's annoying.
Yes,
but
my dream can remain intact.
Well, as it stands, don't fancy going through all of your 670 followers you've got on Twitter, unfortunately. But currently, I'm midway through and I haven't seen an Alex Shelley. I've seen all of us, but I can't see an Alex Shelley.
I'm so scared. I'm so terrified that he doesn't now. You've broken me. I should never have come on this show. I nearly dropped my iron brew. I found out Alex Shelley doesn't follow me anymore.
Well, yeah, he doesn't. He actually doesn't. I've gone into his following page, and they all sit at the top for the following, and it's only four people that I follow, and that's Mina Shirakawa, Lance Hoyt, AJ Styles, and Kevin Owens. Oh no! There's more.
Don't give me false hope.
He follows Kathy Kelly and NXT. This is just me going.
This is what this has become. This didn't happen with Reese. This was more professional when Reese was here.
Yeah, I'll break your heart later. I'll end it there. Please go over to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow us there at TWM Wrestle. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Wrestling Movement, and subscribe to our Twitch as well because we need that money. And that is TWM Wrestle as well. TWM.news to read some articles, listen to our podcasts. And obviously, this will be going out on all of your podcast feeds, wherever you get them. Spotify, YouTube, Podbean, Acast, anything like that. Wherever you get podcasts from, you get to listen to us waffle on absolute nonsense. Go subscribe to Impact Plus and watch some incredible Impact Wrestling from the year 2005 and watch it along with us. Go over to We Love Sport Twitter page, drop them a follow, download the app, go watch some great wrestling because it's going to be coming back. And I'm fingers crossed hoping Survivor Series is going to be one I'm able to watch in a bar with my friends because the Royal Rumble was incredible. And Survivor Series is my second favourite pay-per-view, third favourite, Money in the Bank. Yes. Money in the Bank.
Yes, you're so right.
Rumble, Money in the Bank, Survivor Series.
Yes! Well done, George.
Top three. Yes. And also 1310 Apparel. Drop them a follow on Twitter. Head over to their website, 1310apparel.bigcartel.com. Use code TWM25 for 25% off some elite merchandise. Follow McIver on Twitter, unlike Alex Shelley at...
Don't follow George, much like Alex Shelley never has.
Follow him on Twitter at McIver. Follow me on Twitter at George_Jill_. Until next week, guys. Have a good one. And we'll see you all then.
Bye.
Bye.